Identity is a huge game with a lot to do, and we've only just gotten started in its development. We're going to be releasing new screenshots, information, and videos on a very regular basis to all of our backers. If only a few people have taken it this far in a couple short months, imagine where we're going to be in a year with your support.
I like, by the way, in case people keep asking why do I play this game every day, it's because it's fun to get angry, man.
I know that I must do what's right.
And now I hear a 12-year-old singing Africa.
I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of things I've become.
Why can I hear a 12-year-old playing Africa?
A lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains
down in
Africa.
Yeah?
It's gonna take some time to do the things that we've never done. Ooh.
Hello.
Like, what am I hearing right now?
Is there anything I can do to help you fellas have a better state? Let me know.
Can I get a refund?
No.
Did not.
Get alone, Jimmy. You get high?
Food here, though. Let's go and eat some food. If you guys haven't seen the food eating animations before, they're pretty cool. Oh, look, Big Fry. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Okay, this is new.
That's way Paul.
I can hear random people beside me when I'm nowhere near anyone. I guess that's people trying to go to their apartment or something. Like, look, that guy can't move. That guy actually can't move. He's literally stuck on a fucking park bench.
Can you turn the music down, bro?
There's a guy talking. There's a guy floating over there. This guy's stuck on a fucking bench. I can't play fucking chess. The cinema plays trailers all day. I get stuck in the fucking cinema. My fucking furniture doesn't sync. The art gallery doesn't work. What works? Yo, what is up, boys, and welcome back to yet another Identity video. I wanted to highlight some of the bugs in the intro, but trust me, I could go on all day from the past few days of playing Identity to show you even more. But the main thing I wanted to specifically focus on in this video, as you can see from the title, is the lies which Identity, or Asylum Entertainment, I guess as they're called, have told throughout the past few years. The main one in question is from a video I'm sure lots of you guys have seen from over 2 years ago now, which was their first ever showing of the Identity Homes system, where you can paint little pictures, you can go on your laptop, you can listen to radios, you can watch Twitch streams on your TV, you can edit all of these things in your house, or can you? Well, like I said, that's what we're going to mainly be focusing on at the start of this video. Admittedly, a lot of the things I've shown you guys in this video have been fixed, and honestly, Asylum Entertainment, good job. You guys have been fixing quite a lot of these bugs at a decent rate. But even if every single bug was fixed in this initial release of the Town Square module of Identity, it still would be a letdown, and ultimately there are still many lies being told, so this is not okay. Some of these are direct lies where the developer will explicitly say this is a feature, when obviously now that we've got our hands on the game it isn't, and there's other things which are a bit more skewed and it could just be seen as the developer saying they are going to be a thing in the future, but let's be real. Lots of things we talked about, such as most realistic car physics ever, most realistic gun physics ever, you know, wind actually impacting your bullet trajectory, stuff like that. Is that ever going to be a thing? I don't know, only time will tell, but yeah. A lot of these things, you can't really necessarily call them out straight on lying on, but they're probably never going to be a thing, some of the things we have listed throughout the years. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, make sure to drop a like, and I'll make sure to make some Identity videos, and let's hop straight in. Okay, cool. I think I've got enough stuff now. Let's go ahead and go to our apartment. I want to get a copyright strike. We're going to have to stand in this corner so we don't get a copyright strike. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to try the floor lamp. Let's see if the floor lamps work.
And just now, notice how this can't be placed anywhere except near that power receptacle.
Okay. First one doesn't work. Okay, let's see what else we've got.
Even the window trim, the window itself, your ceiling, all of the floors, your furniture is fixed, countertops, appliances, cabinets.
Okay, let's see what we can change. We can change the floors. We can't change the cabinets. We can't change the window trims. We can change some things, but...
Just about everything you can see can be swapped out. I have mostly traditional kind of furniture selected.
Okay, let's see if that works. So we're going to go ahead and put down our rug first and foremost. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put down our... Where is it? I'm going to put our wall keys actually over here. Alright, let's try put down all this. Okay, that seems to work. Yeah, no, that's fine. Put down our sofa. And then we're gonna go and put down, we need something to put our TV on top of. Let's see if these work. They do, admittedly, okay. They do work. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we can go ahead and remove it. Yeah, that does work fine. Wait. Let's have a look at our cinema wall certificate. Surely this works, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. What about our health inspector wall certificate? Nope, that doesn't go on the wall either. Okay. And it just for some reason lit up the place.
Hello?
I can hear some guy for some reason now.
Let me in, motherfuckers!
Is he over here? Nope, he's definitely copyright strike right there. Da, da, da. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this down. Okay. I'm gonna put down we're gonna put these on our kitchen.
Still not part level trims on the walls when we're in.
For football, we have a football. So I don't think a football's gonna have physics, but we'll see. But it's not gonna sink regardless. But okay, next problem is
the laminate flooring.
Favor, call.
YouTube video we turned on, streaming YouTube videos.
Oh my god, what the fuck happened?
Alright, do me a favor.
doesn't
call
work.
FSA.
The next thing is the radio.
Floor trim on top.
So admittedly, the light switches do work. These do work, and that's good. But the radio doesn't exist. There's nothing else nothing else interactable here. What else do I have to see? Oh yeah.
And just this room. And there we go. This looks much better.
That looks really nice, but yeah, we can't do that.
And like I said, almost
Oh, maybe you can.
interactive.
Oh shit, you can. Okay, my bad.
So when we use this canvas, we can actually paint on it. Now, I am not an artist. When you paint on these canvas, you can do all sorts of things with it. First of all, you can just keep it for yourself. You can hang it on your wall. You can add a frame to it. Or you could sell it. You could sell it on the market.
But the problem is the canvas doesn't work. I mean, yeah, I've already shown this obviously, but this thing you can't rotate it because otherwise you can't place it. And yes, it flickers. You have to spam it, put it down. Can't paint on it.
Really good. You can submit it to an art gallery. Probably a little masterpiece right there. That's a masterpiece right there. So if I hold down my action key, I can choose to take it away. And now it's actually an item in my furniture inventory. Now, art like this too can be perfect. That is beautiful. Another important thing over here is your computer. And computers are quite a bit like the smartphone you have in game, but it can do a few more things. You can.
So there isn't computers in the game, but there's no smartphones in the game. Okay. Cool. What else do we have? Let's go and place that on our queen bed. So someone said put it beside an outlet. I don't think the outlet is the issue. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't think the outlet's the issue, but sure, we'll put it beside an outlet if you really want us to. Where's there an outlet in this room? I don't think we can see outlets anymore because the crown molding, whatever the fuck it's called. Okay, so now a little over. Yeah, the electricity system like doesn't work. Yeah, it's not. No, I mean it just doesn't work. It's just like, you know, if it worked as it did in this, that would be really cool. Like this housing system's it's really decent. Like being able to turn your radio on and off, being able to paint, being able to go on your MacBook, being able to customize this stuff in the kitchen as well would be really cool. But ultimately, the place is it's not very interactable. The only things you can really interact with are light switches. And those do also turn off the fan, it looks like. That's a pretty neat detail, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's really the only interactability. Can't modify any of this stuff, which is fine. But still, they did advertise it as being modifiable, you know what I mean? Look at the lamp. What about it? Oh, the lamp's plugged in? Wait. What the fuck? Ah. Okay, so the lamp is plugged in. Oh. But it's not plugged in anymore. Okay, but then again, like it all comes down to it. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna do the test. We're gonna do the test again. What happens? So my apartment looks awesome, right? Imagine bringing like 50 bitches back to this apartment. You know, you come sit on this sofa with them, or you can't. One second. Can we sit on a chair maybe? Oh, soccer ball. Let's see if the soccer ball's got physics. Okay, so soccer ball's unplaceable. That's fine. How about our vase? Can't place it on there. It's flickering. It's kind of making me... I can't place it. Okay, I mean you can, but it's really hard to place. Our retro ashtray, we can't put it on top of that. We can put it on the floor. Can we put it on our... Okay. It's an ashtray. What about our radiator? That looks okay. Can't sit on that either, so you can't sit on any of this stuff, you can't interact with any of it. So the only interactable thing I can see is this thing right here. Which it did kind of work, but it kind of didn't. Let's go and place down everything else we've got as well. I've got this one right here. Oh, this is one that we didn't place. I've got it down, it's tiny, that's fine. I've got another one of these, let's go ahead and put that right here. Looks stupid, that's fine. And then we've got a wooden desk where we're going to go ahead and make our stream. This is where we're going to stream from. Okay, I think it's the wrong way, that's fine. Wait, is it? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's go ahead and move this over here. You know, our place doesn't look too bad. So we're gonna go ahead and turn off the lights, and we're gonna go ahead and leave our apartment, and we're gonna go work. You know what I mean? You know, like, imagine just like, you know, like the dream's real. You know what I mean? Like being able to like do all of this, have custom. In fact, we could this one go ahead and customize the wall here. Apply that to a room. That looks awesome. Best bathroom I've ever seen. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and leave. So now the plan is, this is just like a really simple thing, but I just don't know how this is a thing, right? And it is implied that it isn't a thing, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like if this was a thing, you would say this is a thing. But the plan is, if we leave this, okay? I just want to see again, because I just can't believe it. Since I struggled to talk a bit here, I'll just go ahead and say what I'm doing. Basically, the plan is to leave my apartment and then to go back to my apartment and see if any of the things which I just placed down synced. This stuff which I've shown you, although it is not as detailed as it was in the YouTube video I was comparing it to, it is still pretty cool. If this stuff all synced, you could bring back a friend, you could make a really nice apartment, maybe you could buy a penthouse, although you would have to pay real money to get that right now, and then bring it back to your apartment. But lo and behold, when you come back, this is what it looks like. But I'm pretty sure our furniture won't be there now. You know, it just fucking vanishes. And that's problematic. Like, it ruins the entire thing. Like, it just disappears. You know, and like, with multiplayer... In fact, wait, I customized the walls, didn't I? Or did I not? Maybe I uncustomized them. I can't remember. Wait, nothing saved, see? And that's a problem, you know what I mean? That's a problem. Yeah, like, literally, the game 2 years ago looked really cool, and... And then, you know, that's why 2 years down the line, people are disappointed because we've shown this thing literally had more features than we've got right now. Being able to paint paintings, have custom paintings on the walls, put custom images on the walls, you know, be able to maybe sit down on a chair, be able to watch a TV, turn on a radio in your apartment, go on your computer, paint a painting, bring it to the art gallery, go try to sell your painting to someone. Like, all this stuff sounds really fucking cool, but ultimately, in its current state, you know, most of the stuff doesn't work. Some of it does, and some of it's cool. Most of it doesn't really work too well. But like, just like being able to buy like a fucking dog or a cat right now, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to have a cat or a dog. Imagine just coming home to your apartment, your dog's going, woof, 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 your cat's pissed up the fucking wall. You know what I mean? How epic would that be? Instead, it's just like the dog will probably run through a fucking wall, do a backflip, and you'll lose him. So if I actually wanted this in the game right now, I'd need to pay $1,000 real dollars. Which, don't get me wrong, it's a nice looking apartment. It is a bit weird how it syncs because this is, you can see we're currently on a road, right? So, it's just how it is right now, but since we're in like a hotel building, this does actually go over the road. But obviously other people can't see it, but we can see, I think, we can't open up this door right here. But we can see, I think, players in the streets. And this place is pretty nice, like, it's a nice asset, like being able to fully... Oh, an Ethernet jack. Being able to fully customize this place would be pretty awesome. Let's see, we can see some players down there. Like, it looks cool, you know what I mean? It looks cool. They can't see us, but we can see them. Obviously, eventually you'd be able to buy this with real money, I think. Or something, I think. It only costs 200. Go to the store on Identity's website. Wait, it's 200 now. No, it's 200 by itself, though. If you wanted to buy it by itself, it's 200. But I guess you're right. 30-minute video conference with John Vanderswet and the development team. It's just incredibly peculiar of a project. Even at the start of the original Identity Kickstart video, the developer John Zanderwell, whatever his name is, the guy who I just read his name out on the video, he claims to be a veteran game developer. You know, you have faith in a veteran game developer. Maybe you've worked on a couple AAAs in the past.
I'm veteran game developer John Vanderswet, and I'm excited to show you today what we've been working on for the last few months in absolute secrecy.
And he has, according to his credentials, worked on some MMOs in the past, but clearly that only gets you so far since 4 years later, 30 players in a small map hardly even works. This isn't an MMO right now. People will tell you Identity's an MMO. In fact, even the Steam page will tell you it's an MMO. No, it's not an MMO. Many of the things we talk about aren't actual things. In fact, in the original video I was showing you guys earlier on today, they even said or talked about being able to buy things online and how if you buy it online, you'll need to get someone to deliver it to your house. And you can go to a furniture store and buy things from a furniture store. Those things, even 2 years after that video's been out, which is obviously today, you still can't buy things online and there's still no furniture store. You buy the furniture from the guy at the front of the hotel. There's no monetary system. You bring it up, you go ahead and put it in your apartment, and it disappears as soon as you step away from your apartment, meaning that all of your hard work has been put to waste. And it's not like it even goes into your inventory so you can put it back down again. It just disappears. You have to buy it again. Kind of annoying. And make the project even weirder, I know there was actually 3 people involved in Identity who have left in the past few months. The community manager, Beachball, a guy called Philip, who was a programmer on the Identity Discord, and also Motan, which I think was actually like one of the big lead developers on Identity. He left, I think, a few weeks ago, in fact. So, yeah, that all happening a few months just before Identity comes out, when obviously it's still in a very shit state. Not a very good look at all, is it? And right now, you can't go and read a novel because there isn't any here, and you can't make a book. It's just like, a lot of things we said just aren't true. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think I can read a book here. The library is unavailable and will be open shortly. It's just like, but like, 6 months ago, I mean, you guys just heard what you said, didn't you?
That's the art gallery right there. And the top floor of that building's a library, so you can write books, put them in the library, other people can read them. There's tons of public domain books in there, like really good novels. And
so many good novels in here, man. So many good novels. You know what I mean? It's just like, come on, bruh. Come on. But yeah, they did say you can make newspapers as well. Obtain newspaper. Identity... Wait, what? Identity... Some will be introduced here, coming in the immediate future. It's more characters mission. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I mean... It's just a bit shit, isn't it?
And what's really cool about these
Why is the imagery different here? What the fuck? I didn't realize that.
newspapers is they actually have volumes. So the content of a newspaper is different for each one, and by that I mean the content is based on the community of that server.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it will actually be dynamic, and you can really read these newspapers. And this is all functional and implemented. And
But he just said it's functional and implemented, but it isn't. Like, how... He just said it works, but it doesn't. Like, listen to what he just said. Like, he literally just lied. Like, it's just fucking lies.
different for each newspaper. So if you interact with this thing, you actually get a newspaper in your inventory. And what's really cool about these newspapers is they actually have volumes. So the content of a newspaper is different for each one. And by that I mean the content is based on the community of that server.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it will actually be dynamic, and you can really read these newspapers. And this is all
I know, Justin.
functional and implemented. And
It's not, though. Like, if
there's
it's functional and implemented 6 months ago, how do I do it? Oh, God. If I had more time, I'm sure I could dig much, much deeper and find even more lies. But this is really just, you know, the surface level, showing you some of the bugs. There's a lot of them. Falling through the map and stuff is still a thing. And also the lies. Again, it's surface level, just from looking for a few minutes. Ultimately, I stream every day, so I don't have time to look through all this stuff. But a lot of the terminology sometimes is a bit vague. You'll see at the art gallery, he said that you are able to, not you will be able to. You know, maybe you're just using the wrong word there, but this happens over and over again, where they say you are able to do something, and they talk about features as if they are implemented when they just aren't. I think the most impressive feature currently in these servers is being able to physically look out of your apartment into the town square. That's cool, and the whole apartment system is pretty good, but the fact that it doesn't sync makes the entire system completely pointless. And again, before you guys go and say, but it's a small team, and they've only got $1.4 million or something, I keep on saying it, but Tower Unite did more in less time, with less money, with less of a developer team size, okay? That game is very similar to Identity in many, many ways, and you know what? The inventories of the houses sync up, you can scale objects, you can import custom objects, and there's a whole bunch of mini games to play as well. One of the developers said that the town square is just so interactable, and they said there's so much to do. No, not true. With Tower Unite, hey, at least there's a few things you can do. And the whole idea of the database being completely just attacked because there's so many players playing Identity. At its max, it had 600 players playing it. In the end goal, we want to have 300 to 500 players per server on a 250 square kilometer map with jobs, with cops, with, firemen, with gang warfare, and all this other stuff, and vehicles, and guns. How the fuck are you going to have errors or issues, like a lot of issues, like the game was unplayable for days with 600 players, and then hope they eventually have 300, 500 players? It just doesn't add up in my head. I think some people might be delusional or something. Literally go look at the fucking reviews and you'll see what I mean. People just keep on saying like, oh yeah, it's not really that fun right now and there's not much to do, but it's going to be really good in the future. You just need to wait for the devs to fix it. No, sometimes people fail at their goals, okay? I wanted to be a fucking astronaut. Instead, I'm just here making a shit YouTube video, okay? Not everyone gets what they want in life. Identity might not become the epic fucking groundbreaking MMO that you guys all want it to be. Just realize that, okay? Just because the developer says we're going to do something doesn't mean it's actually going to happen. And we have a proven track record of saying things which aren't true. So why the fuck do you believe anything they say? I don't know. When it's amazing, I'll suck it off and I'll tell you guys all to buy it, and I'll say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have doubted the Identity Project, it's fucking awesome. But until then, I will continue to be very, very skeptical, and now that game's out, I can see my skepticism was justified. I'm rambling right now, but fuck me, I love Identity, it's so good. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you guys have anything else which you can see of questionable nature about Identity, Asylum Entertainment, and their development, Identity Town Square, feel free to leave it in the comment section below or email me at lewis@sci.gg. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and all good stuff. Also, I do actually have a list of things which don't work in a town square. I would challenge someone to make a list of things that do work in a town square, but that does sound like quite a lot of effort, doesn't it? So I'll just go ahead and read off my little list before we finish up this video because it's pretty funny. Anyway, the cinema, you get stuck in the chairs. It plays movie trailers pretty much all day. The server's going to crash before it actually plays a movie. And when it does play a movie, the movies are going to be out of sync. Customizing your apartment. Furniture doesn't sync when you leave, and it gets deleted from your inventory. Some props don't rotate or aren't placeable at all. There was a few more of them which I didn't show you guys earlier, but they do exist. Trust me, there's a decent amount of them. Canvas and easel don't allow the player to paint. The TV and radio don't have any functionality. The laptop doesn't exist. Chess. It's boring and it's way too dark at night time. Players in the top right don't show correctly. It follows no rules of chess, meaning players can take their turns at any time and they can play as the completely opposite team if you want. If you're a white player, you could play as black for some reason. Maybe that's a good feature, I don't know. VoIP. VoIP doesn't always work. Sometimes it will flat out not work. And often it isn't directional and you can hear people across the map, such as 12-year-olds playing Africa. Badly. But with that said, I'm pretty bad at singing Africa as well. The police station, you can jump straight through the desk, and the police UI does not work. Also, the map does not fit in the frame. Graffiti, which is located beside the cinema, it doesn't sync with our players, therefore it's completely pointless. Sitting down at chairs makes players stuck, probably about 30% of the time. Singing, due to network latency, singing is never in sync with a player, so that's not very good and enjoyable experience, is it? But it's okay. And the microphone sometimes doesn't amplify voice. This kind of coincides with a VoIP issue where VoIP simply does not work. Art gallery. You can't submit paintings. There's no books as promised. You can't submit books as promised. You can't write books as promised. Kind of the same thing. Newspaper. The text never changes at its current state. And you can't submit info for newspapers as promised. Also, you can fall through the map. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Alright, if you don't jump off, you're a beta, okay? You coming? Let's go.
Yeah, get me out of this fucking chair.
You hear a guy get me out of his fucking chair. Oh, fuck, man. Alright, let's see if we can find a server that, yeah. The guy was stuck in the chair.